In the last video, we did a review of another Temu product, which was like a stabilizer slash glide cam for your iPhone or Samsung to get smooth video. And I've gotta say, for a Temu product, it's actually really good. Unfortunately, I don't have any more technology that has come in yet, but I have ordered more stuff from Temu that we're gonna test out to see if it's really good or not. And for each product that we review, we're just gonna rate it a 1 out of 10, but these are just more simple products if anything, so I guess it won't be that bad. So without further ado, let's begin. So while we brought up the topic of the stabilizer for the phone, I actually have something kind of similar, but not really. It's this tripod right over here. It's a really small one. They made it out to be a lot bigger on the listing for Temu. And this was about $5. No, sorry, this was $3 to buy actually. It smells like chemicals, so probably not a good thing to actually have this around you at all times or not to keep in your room. So this doesn't really hold your camera vertical because it doesn't really go all that much, so it's only better to really have it horizontal, something similar to this. This is not my phone, by the way. This is just an older one that I have. It's actually broken, so it doesn't turn on. But it's one of those tripods that you can kind of just deform in such a sense. Oh my gosh, wait, this is actually, it's really weak actually. So there's an adjustment, and I believe this tightens it. This knob right over here, you loosen it, then you can move the pivot or the origin a lot more easier. But then if you tighten it, obviously it stiffens it. If you wanted to hold it somewhere when you're vlogging, or if you just need something to hold as you're vlogging, and for something that was like less than $5, it's not entirely too bad. And obviously if you wanted something a lot more better, you would buy something a lot more better, or at least a lot more bigger if anything. Overall, it's small, it gets the job done. I'd probably rate it like a 8 out of 10. I would give it a 9 because it still does its job. The only thing is it just smells like chemicals, so it's probably bad. And since it came from China, basically, you know how those goes, chemicals everywhere. Toss that over there. So here's an interesting one. So here's an interesting one. This is a mini locker, actually. It's not, oh, I can see myself. So this is an interesting one. This is a mini locker, actually. Now, it's not heavy by any means. It's really lightweight. It's mostly made for kids, I assume. This was, I believe, oh wow, you can see the fingerprints a lot easy. Pretty sure this was only like $15 to use, if anything, or $15 to buy. So this acts as a coin slot, but of course you can also open it with the dial. And it says on the bottom that, okay, it comes with a key, and that the default number, that's either a 9 or a 4. We're gonna go ahead and just change it to 4 just in, oh. So if you wanted to change the number, you can't really adjust it because all it really is you can set it to like 10. Yeah, you can set it to 10 and it opens up because it only locks with this piece right over here. So as long as it's like this, it can't even close like that, yeah? Because it's blocking due to the shape. But as long as it's set to where the flat part is, that's when it's able to close fully and also able to lock. You turn it, now you cannot open it, and then you turn it towards flat and now you can open it because this is not blocking the way like this. Comes with these keys right over here, or is it a key? No, it is 2 keys. And something that's cute that it does come with is it comes with this right over here, which I guess you can organize the coins or something. Can you put this on the top? Oh no, it goes on the top like that. Oh, that's so interesting actually. It's all scratched up though, so I'm not too sure about that part. I actually think this is a really good thing for kids. Put the coins in, like a vending machine, you know. It's kind of cool. And you can store any other goods on the bottom. If I close it, can I lock it? Oh, okay, so I guess it kind of acts as like a double lock. So you could probably lock it on both sides. You need to first figure out where this would unlock. In this case, it's the 4, and then you would find the unlock position. You would find the key to unlock it, and then there you go. So I guess it acts as a double lock, so I guess it's not that bad as long as you lock it with the key also. Oh, sorry. As long as you lock it with the key, as long as with the dial itself. Good thing for kids, I will say. Not something you would get as an adult or a teenager, really, because there's kind of no point to it. Unless you want to trick your friends, make something funny with it. It doesn't necessarily state that it is for kids, not on the listing that I found on Temu at least. It was just sort of like a mini locker, but I would just assume it is for kids. Because it wasn't stated it was for kids, I would probably rate this like a 2 out of 10, honestly. But if this was stated for kids, and obviously I do think it is for kids, especially with this coin slot over here, it's kind of cool. I would actually rate this a 9 out of 10. It's actually a really nice thing to have for children also. But overall, this is like, thought it was aluminum, but it doesn't actually feel or sound that much like aluminum. And of course, Temu doesn't tell you what type of metal it is. The only thing they tell you is metal. So if it was something like steel, titanium, aluminum, copper, whatever, they're not going to tell you that. Wait, why would they have titanium on that? Speaking of titanium, there's a video I'm going to do soon, which is Temu car mods, but I have these clamps right over here, which I thought was pretty stupid, but I decided to buy them anyways. I don't have anything to test them on, obviously, but this is what it is. It is a titanium quote-unquote clamp. It's obviously not made of titanium. It's a lot heavier, if anything. Well, it's not heavy, but it doesn't feel like titanium. And obviously, why would they have titanium on Temu anyways when everything is like $2 there? Just like all clamps, you can do it with your fingers, or you can do it with a flat head, or if you're really broke, then a coin, I guess. But you would use a flat head to use these clamps, if anything. This seems to be the most it tightens. Oh, I see. So this right over here, it actually doesn't really tight. So this is a set amount. Normal clamps, it starts off pretty big, and then the more you tighten it, it goes smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That's usually how it works. But this is pretty much a set diameter, I guess. You cannot really loosen it. It's either on or it's off, because once you fully take it off, then it's completely detached. Same with this tiny one right over here. I can try and loosen this. This one's actually a little bit tighter. Why does that look broken? Okay, so it's basically set. So it doesn't go smaller, tighter, 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 and it doesn't go looser, looser, looser. It's either on or it's off. So unless there are clamps, like real clamps that are like this, and I'm actually just going crazy, then to me this is not a real clamp, because that is not how clamps work, and I can't put it back on. Go figure. Titanium looking clamps / oil slick looking clamps, I would rate this a 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10. It does look nice, but a 1 out of 10. They're not real clamps. But don't use these, please. Don't use this on your air hoses, your coolant hoses. Don't use it on anything. I would not recommend it. Unfortunately, I can't test this out in this video, but I will do it in my future video where I do Temu car mods. But this is a voltmeter display right over here. These, apparently, from what I've heard from Temu, they actually do work. They do display a number, and you can, obviously, you can solder these on to your negative and your positive, or you can, I guess, crimp them on. My only problem with these is how they do in heat, because I think these will be fine on like a bike or something. If you do have them in your engine bay, I don't know how Temu mods will handle heat. That is my only concern, because like I said, Temu products, you get what you pay for, or you pay for what you get. Overall, I can't rate these, but if I were to just rate them just by looking at it, I'd probably give them like a 7 out of 10, honestly. Foldable organizer bag. Does not smell like chemicals, but you do have to always keep aware of fabric coming from China, or just Temu in general. So this is actually meant for your car right over here. You just open it up and then voila. So it's not really sturdy, unfortunately, but then again, it is just meant to sit on your car. It's not meant for you to actually bring it up, let alone with literally nothing inside of it. I'm gonna try something stupid by putting a camera DSLR bag into this. I'll put the locker inside, and I'll put these glasses in here. So this, oh, it's actually not too bad. Holds up really well. It does look weak when you look inside of it, but overall, it looks fine for the most part. There is no weight limit on the product listing, so I would be careful with it. If you had like a gallon of milk on all 3 of them, that might break it, that might not. I'm not gonna tell you it can or cannot, because I actually do not know. I'd probably rate this 8, maybe 7. I'll do it an 8 out of 10 for right now. It gets the job done. It might be a little bit weak. It hasn't broken yet, obviously. So this is a more interesting one. This is a shelf. I actually bought this for the function of my room, actually, for that minimalistic look. This is what it looks like, and it looks really nice. It's not meant to hold a lot of weight, obviously, so don't go putting like books on top of it. But probably if you had like artificial plants, something similar to this. That doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks really nice. So I did buy this. I also do have another one. It's a slightly smaller one, but it's still in the bag, and I'm not gonna open it for this video because I'm just gonna open up the bigger one. And it comes with these hooks right over here. My only concern is I don't know how strong the adhesive is. It looks really pretty with the flower and stuff. Not that I really want a flower looking hook in my room. I would probably recommend just going to your local Walmart or something, or Target. Go buying like those wall hooks that are adhesive. Those will be stronger, I believe, than anything from Temu. The texture of the wood is a little bit bumpy, so it's not completely smooth like how it would look like, but that is just how wood is. It is real wood though. You can tell it's real wood, because sometimes on Temu, when you buy products with wood in it, it's not real wood. I actually rate this a 9 out of 10. 9.5 maybe out of 10. There's also this that I got from Temu. This was $6. And this is like a chest camera harness. So it's only for your iPhone unless you attach a GoPro adapter to this right over here, which you can actually. But I'm not going to do that right now because my GoPro's in another room. I don't know how to put this on. And then it clips like this. So these do not smoothen out your footage, of course. They just let you have a POV from your chest if you wanted sort of a first person. But unfortunately, the bad things about these are they're not actually first person, because first person would be from your eyes. So it'd be something like this, which is kind of cool. And then you can flip it vertical if you want, or keep it horizontal. And then you have the tightener right over here, if you guys are familiar with GoPro brackets or whatever. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's not that. It's wow, I'm literally dumb. It's this. It's a dial. It's a dial in the back, but it's pretty cool. I mean, you can kind of like move around and stuff. Like if you're working on a workstation, you can do that as well. If you're like typing, that works too. The only thing is when your head looks down, this doesn't look down too, because it only looks straight. So I don't think it's really good for POV. But I don't think it's a problem with the Temu product itself, because there are also non-Temu products that are like this, where it's literally just from the chest. It's just a chest harness. So you'd have to get something for your head that kind of attaches around your mouth or your nose if you want like a true first person POV type of footage. Overall, I don't recommend this for first person view because it's not a true first person view experience. I do rate this a 10 out of 10 though, just because I have worn 2 other ones before in the past that aren't Temu, and they feel the exact same. They're completely fine, they get the job done, and it's really tight and secure even though it's not completely tightened on top of me. But yeah, 10 out of 10 just because it gets its job done. So that is the video, and of course, like I said, next time I will be doing car products from Temu. Let me know what you guys thought of these products in the description, in the comment section below. And if you guys have any suggestions to see of what I should review next, whether if it's from Temu or something else, let me know, and I'll go ahead and try and do that too. This is sort of a small channel, so I know I'm not a professional like all the other videos, but I do this for fun, obviously, or when I have free time. If you guys do want to support me though, first off, hit the like on this video so that it appears in more people's recommendations, as well as subscribe to the channel where I'll be making more review products, as well as maybe some other stuff on this channel as well. And I also do have a shop online from my other YouTube channel. This is called Quality Trash Apparel. If you go to 2easysiege.com/shop or 2easysiege.com/qualitytrash, you can buy whatever shirts, merch, caps, t-shirts, whatever that I have over there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty random. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.